Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name's Trace, and if it's your first time on my corner of YouTube, I create lifestyle content on this corner of YouTube. So what exactly does that entail? That entails cooking videos, DIY projects, beauty videos, foodie finds, just a little bit of this and that in long form and short form content. Now if that sounds like your jam, you know what to do already. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you join my community and you join in all of the fun. Now you probably clicked on the video either because of the title or the thumbnail. You are curious, just like I am, about Morphe's new product range. So recently I went to Sephora and I seen that Morphe has redone their packaging. They've rebranded themselves. They've dropped so many new products. Now I wish I could buy them all and try them all, but that's not the case here. What started as a trip for a complexion product turned into a few other things that honestly I needed to add to my beauty collection anyway. So why don't we go ahead, see what's up inside this bag, start the first impressions, the unboxing. We are going to be looking at these things together, trying them out together for the very first time. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go in order of how we're going to beat thy face. So I did go ahead and I started my complexion off camera, and we are going to start with the eyes because that would be the next step in my beauty regimen. After I've done my complexion, I'd go in with eyes. So this is Morphe's eye palette. It's their 6 palette quad. It is in the color Outer Spice. So it is a 6 palette quad. I will leave a card on the screen throughout the video. It's supposed to be all day wear, but something that I like is that the 2 center colors of the palette are supposed to be chrome plus blend. So I'm looking forward to that for a bit of shimmer. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna open this up together. So something that I really like, first off, this is encased. Some eyeshadow quads do not come with this inside the box, so I really appreciate that, especially because these are so highly pigmented. I wouldn't want it to break or crumble, and sometimes when you get a palette it crumbles. So this is what the outside of it looks like. Kind of plays onto the blush colors. It has your Morphe there. A lot of their packaging now is white, so I know a lot of their packaging before was black. So I think that's the rebrand of that. So something that I really appreciate is it came with a protective sleeve on there. You've seen it. It just flew away. So just so that you don't see the majority of my ring light, we're gonna do this. So I'm gonna go from top row inwards and tell you what the colors are called. So this right here is Sugar and Spice. The center is Cinnamon Twist, and then the outside is Ginger Snapped. Bottom we have Sweet Talker, Gold Flavor, Dash of Cocoa. So the 2 center ones are your chromes. I really appreciate this, and it speaks to the tones that I mostly wear. These are going to complement my everyday makeup, and I do like that the darker color of the cocoa is not too dark, so you can enhance it and make it smoky, but this translates easily to day and night. So what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to go ahead and prime my lid with eyeshadow primer, because anytime I wear eyeshadow I do prime my lid, be it day or night. So maybe what we could do is we could do a contrast. We could prime one eye and wear it without primer, because I don't know if everybody wears an eyeshadow primer, but if you want your eyeshadow to last and you want longevity, then I recommend using an eyeshadow primer, but that's just me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and prime one of my eyes off camera, and then I will come back and we will do the look together. We're going to do the same exact eye on both sides, but we're just going to do one with primer and one without, see if we see a difference. All right. Okay, so as you can see, one of my eyes obviously has primer. It's a little bit whiter here, and this one doesn't have any primer. So I'm thinking we should do probably, we'll go gold. Yeah, we'll go gold. Do we want to go pink? Maybe we'll do pink because of what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a green shirt. Yeah, we'll go pink. Yeah, I think we'll go pink. I know. Why is the decision so hard? But either way, yeah, we'll go pink. We'll go pink for the eye. I was just debating about the gold chrome. I don't know why it's so light now. We had it before. There we go. I don't know. They're both really, really pretty, but I'm thinking I'm leaning more towards gold because that's something that I would normally do, but I think we should do a soft, pretty pink eye. I think that's what we'll do. We will do a pink eye. Yeah, who knows? Let's go with it. So I'm taking a flat brush and I'm going into my pink chrome. I want to get a decent amount on my brush because I want to pack this in. I did not knock my brush just now, so we'll see how this favors for fallout. Yeah, we'll see how this favors for some fallout. I'm sorry if this bothers anybody, the fact that one of my eyeballs are open and one of my eyes are not. So this pink, it's still pulling a little gold on me, but either way, it's okay. I thought it was going to be more on the pinky side because on pan, it looks pink. Now this is a little bit messy. I'm not gonna lie to you, the chrome, but I think any chrome is going to be messy. Now, I particularly prefer this on a lid that's not primed. That's just me. Yeah, I prefer it on a lid that's not primed. I'm just going in with a fluffy brush and I'm going and brushing off the excess because the chrome does tend to go places. And honestly, I don't think I like this. We'll see how I'm feeling about it after. But for right now, with the eyeshadow primer, it's definitely too highlighted and too bright for my liking. But what I will do is try and soften it a little bit with probably the pink. So I did notice that when you put this on, like when I go from pan to brush, there is a lot of product that just kind of separates and stays there. So I know that there would be a lot of fallout. So I did go in with the color Sugar and Spice to basically mute the eye that I primed. And then I'm gonna go over it with that chrome color. So sorry, I know you can probably hear that. That's Henny. He's in here with me and I'm not home alone, but I thought I would try and film today with him being here with me. So if you're gonna go in with an eyeshadow primer, I highly recommend putting down your warmer color just to get this not as cool. So that is our first layer so far. I'm going to then go in with a little bit of spice along my crease. It's probably not going to do much for the lid that did have primer. Again, this is how I do my makeup. Something that I do love to dibble and dabble in. Okay. So yeah, this does have a lot of fallout. So that's going to be something that I will caution you with. I did go and put blurring powder underneath my eye so that anything that did fall out would be caught. So I do like it. It is buildable. I do really appreciate that the color's buildable. The only thing that I do not like so far and that I do not rate is that the chrome does go everywhere. It's not very forgiving in terms of fallout and color payout. So it's pretty, but yeah, I don't know, there's a lot of product and I'm gonna have to clean up, but that's okay. It was to be expected. So I think I'm going to go ahead and show you my lid. For right now, I think we'll intensify it a little bit with the brown. What is this? Sweet Treat, just to give it some depth. I think I started off saying I was going to do an everyday eye, and this turned into a subtle smoky eye. So for me, my eyes always come together once I add my liner. That's just always how it's been for me. So I'm adding some warmth with the brown shade. Again, a lot of this is smoke, like there's a lot of fallout. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to anybody and pretend that there isn't. There definitely is. My eyes are not the same shape at the moment, but I'm gonna clean that up. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna clean that up because some of the product for one of my eyes is definitely stronger than the other. Like right now I have a uniform smoke on one side and not so much on this side, but that's okay. I'm just gonna blend it out. And that's a good thing about eyeshadow, you can like literally blend. And that's one good thing about this product. It does blend, but once you put it down, wherever you put it down, that's where it's going. So I'm gonna go in with the gold. This was Gold Petal, and just add a little bit on top of that pink, the gold foil. So we're basically gonna take this up. I don't think I'd wear this on an everyday. It's looking a little tragic at the moment. I like my right eye, but there's definitely a lot of fallout. Okay, so what I am gonna do, I'm not gonna add any more product to this. That's what we're looking like right now. I'm going to go and clean it up a bit just so it's a little bit more uniform, because right now it's not. Okay, so I did bring the lighting of my camera down just a bit so that we could really see what this was like, what the colors look like. So I'm gonna show you my eyes. Now, sorry if I'm shaky or my eyes blink a little. My eyes generally do blink a lot when they're closed. So that's the color there. I do really like the Sweet Spice and the warm, is it warm? Oh, okay, Warm Spice and Sweet Treat. So I do like those colors that are used on my perimeter. I will say there is a lot of fallout with this palette, and the glitter, I don't know if I'm entirely sold on it. I knew that glitter was going to get everywhere because that's just the nature of the beast when you're using glitter products. And I did lay a blurring powder down. I should have used translucent, but even still, I feel like with that, it would just be everywhere, because even I blended it on my eyelid up into my brow bone, and glitter seems to have traveled generally everywhere. So how do I feel about the eyeshadow palette? I like the two warmer shades. The chrome, I don't know if I'm really here for it because I don't know if it's a true chrome or if it's just a glitter. It's packed down like chrome in the palette, but I don't know how I feel about it. So for the brow bone, I'm gonna use Ginger Snapping, or is it Ginger Snapped? Okay, Ginger Snap, not Ginger Snapping. I might be snapping myself. But anyways, I'm gonna use that in my brow bone. That's gonna be the lightest shade that I can use for my brow bone. And honestly, on a deep complexion, it does work. It's not pulling too white. I really don't like when my brow bone is like a stark white, because then it just doesn't look really good on our complexion, if I'm being honest. So I like that there. I'm contemplating if I'm gonna finish the look with eyeliner. I think I just might, because actually, you know what? I'm not going to. Let's keep it to a first impressions for, yeah, let's keep it first impressions for Morphe. Just using the palette and the colors that I do have. We're not really doing get ready with me. We're doing more of a first impressions, unboxings. I don't really know where I'm going that I would need to be beating my face this much with brow. But yeah, as you see, like the more you go in, with your complete look, like the brow bone, everything's getting a little bit defined. And if we were to put liner, you would see that this would be snapping. I like the warmer colors. I like the brow bone color. That was nice. So give me one sec because we're going to unbox another one. Okay, so we're going to get into the next product. And if you notice a little bit of a difference, that is because there is. I had to tight line the bottom of my eyes. I could not tight line my eyes. It was bothering me because there was like no transition between the makeup, like the eye makeup. I only tight lined my eyes. I wanted to go with the wing liner, but I said, do not do it. Just tight line them. So it's a little bit more, you can see my eyes for what they are and you can see the depth of the eye makeup. Now we're going to go with the complexion product. This is their Modern Heat bronzer. I have never used a stick bronzer. I have a bronzer that is in pan, and I feel like with a stick bronzer you can get more precision. So this is in the shade Smolder, if it'll focus. So that's the packaging there, shade Smolder. I will swatch it on my hand so that you can see. This is it there. So it's one of their deeper colors, and I figured I was gonna go deep because of my complexion. And I just figure that it will look a little bit better on my skin tone. So that's it there, swatched on my hand. It's not super dark. I did swatch it in store because this is originally what I did go in for. So generally I would have put a blush on already, but I did not. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna contour my cheekbones. So I kind of already have a natural contour on my sides of my face, and then I'm just gonna contour my face how I normally would, but this is a first, so I'm literally drawing it on. And I do person just a bit. I don't go full in, I just do a bit. So I'm just drawing the lines in. I always mark my chin, chin. And I know it just creates shadows. I'm going to mark my temples. Well, not my temples, my forehead. There. I don't ever contour my nose, so we're not going to do that today. That's just a realm that I don't get into. So I do like this. It glides on nicely. And I'm just going in a little bit deeper. I don't know, but on the sides of my face, I generally don't like too much shadow, so I don't go in super dark anytime I contour my face. So that's that there. And now I'm gonna go in an upward motion just to blend it. Like, I don't like a super stark contour, so to each his own. And it really depends on what I'm doing. I do like that this blends very well. I go in an up and back and forth motion. That is a little deep. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'm gonna buff it. It does buff really well, so I'm for it. Now, I do have hyperpigmentation on this side of my face, more so than I do on this side. I do like that this blends in very well. Like, I might have gone in heavy-handed on my cheeks, like on my on the sides of my face, but on my forehead it blends in very well. It is a little stark, but again, like when I'm looking at it off camera, it doesn't look that bad, but again, that's where I have my hyperpigmentation, so it does blend in very well. I did not do my sideburns, and I know this probably seems really aggressive the way that I'm patting in, but yeah, as you can see, it blends in and I'm here for that. So I do like it. It's not super harsh, and I do like that it blends in. It blends in really well. I do like that. So the contour, I absolutely 10 on 10 for me. You know, it was blendable. If I wanted to, I could add more and deepen this. Like if I wanted to, I could deepen my forehead, but I'm happy with it. I would not, yeah, I don't want to deepen my forehead. And mostly for the contours, as you can see, it's just to give my face a little bit of dimension, because I do have chipmunk cheeks, right? So it does help slim it down a bit, and I like that. Again, to complete this, I would have gone in with some blush, but I did not buy their quad of blush. I was really trying my best to stick to things that I needed because I don't want overconsumption. So next up, we have their lip liner, and I'm really hoping that this is in the shade that I want. So when I went to a newer Sephora for the lip liner that just recently opened up, and they didn't have a lot of Morphe. Their Morphe section, I would say, was a little bit smaller than the rest of the locations. So I did swatch the liner right beside the contour, and I'm a little apprehensive. Again, as I said, when I went in, they didn't have the full range. All right, so my camera did overheat, but before I was saying, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about the lip liner. As you can see, it's beside the contour, and it's very close to my complexion. Now, when I did go into this location, I did say that they didn't have the lippy that I wanted. I wanted their deepest brown. I'll leave a card on the screen, as I did say before. So this is in the color Spiffy, and we're gonna give it a try because I'm here for brown liners, and I think I do have a wide variety of brown lippies, like deeper ones. So maybe this might be a good option. So as you can see, it's a little bit cool tone for me, but it's pretty much the same color as my lip. So there you have it. I probably did line the top one a little bit more than I did the bottom one, but again, as I said, it is just a smidge lighter than my lip, but it's pretty much my complexion. So that's that. They're good for every day. And then we have another lip product. Now, they did not have the shade that I wanted. Again, wasn't my luck. So Honey Heat, or Hot Honey, is their lip oil. So yes, Hot Honey is their lip oil. I got mine in the shade Queen Bee, and Queen Bee is a red shade, but the thing with these is that there's not really a shade for them. Once you swatch them, they all essentially have the same exact shade to them. I just think it's the exterior packaging that they do, but I'm just gonna swatch it on my hand right beside the contour. As you can see, there's like a subtle pigment to it, but not even. It's slightly. It's not even fully red. So I think the shade that I wanted is pink. I can't remember the name of it, but so there you have it there. That is the lip oil. Now, I don't know if it's supposed to be plumping, but it is spicy. I understand that it's hot honey, but I don't know if I want my lip oil to be spicy. I don't need a tingling sensation on my lip when I have my lip oil, because we all know that we tend to ingest a little bit of our lip products. So yes, gives a powerful bee stung lip with this deeply hydrating oil infused with manuka honey, a powerful pumping complex, and chili extract for a tingling sensation. So yes, there is chili extract in this. I'm not making it up. I can taste it. I mean, it's subtle, but it definitely does leave a tingling sensation on your lips. I do like it though because it's not sticky. I would definitely have to wear this for a couple hours to see how I feel. I don't know if the tingling would drive me crazy after a couple hours. I really don't know. All right, so let's unpack this together. What do I rate? I'm sorry, Henny Bean is here. He was being good this whole entire time. He really was, but you can hear like the pitter pitter patter of his claws. He just, he wants to play. But either way, I'm going to say that the hits for me are definitely the complexion product. I do like the lip oil because it's not super sticky, but I don't know how I feel about, well, he seems to like it. He seems to sniff check. I think it's just the tingling sensation, and I have tried other plumping products that don't tingle, so I like the lip oil for the hydration that it gives and that it's not super tacky. Now, the eyeshadow palette, I'd say it's probably a 6.5 for me. The bronzer, 10 on 10, and the lip oil is going to be an 8.5 on 10, primarily just because of the chili flakes, the fact that I can taste them, and the tingling sensation of the plumping lip oil. So all in all, I will say subtle beat. It definitely gives subtle beat. It's a good, affordable beauty combo. If you were looking to add some beauty products to your beauty lineup, I would recommend them. I would highly recommend them, just knowing that the eyeshadow palette is going to have a lot of fallout. That's just a fact, you know, and if you can deal with that, then all the more power to you. And if I had to, I think this would be my top three. The bronzer, Henny was distracting me, and I'm sure he was distracting you. I'm gonna lay audio on here, so you might not have even peeped his noise, but it was bothering me. So I was saying top 3 picks for me would be the bronzer, the complexion product, the lip liner, and then the lip oil. If you need an eyeshadow palette, I would say that there's better out there for the fallout that you're getting. And just the chrome, not necessarily being a chrome for me, it's more of a glitter. So I would probably pass on the eyeshadow palette. Again, I did rate it a 6.5, so that's not something that I would be buying. Am I going to use it? Yes, I'm going to use it because I bought it, but I would say there's better palettes out there. So if you need a bronzer stick, I would highly recommend the Morphe one, especially if you're new to bronzer and you want something that's buildable, that's easy to blend, easy to work with. The lip oil, if you want a lip oil that is plumping, that is essentially going to do its job because this thing is tingling, then I say 8.5, go for it. Again, there's not going to be any color pigment, so if you're looking for a color, sadly there's no color for this. And then the lip liner, I liked it. It was easy to use, it's glideable, you can sharpen this. I think this was $10, so for a lip liner for 10 bucks, you can't go wrong. So again, my 3 picks are the lip liner, the lip oil, and the bronzer. So I'm going to go ahead and end things here. If you enjoyed this video and you made it this far, please do your girl a favor, like, comment. Have you tried any of Morphe's new products? What are you enjoying? What are your faves? Is there something here that you've tried that I haven't that you're really enjoying? Let me know in the comments down below, because I'm always looking for new beauty products to try. Again, you made it this far and you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you join my community and you join in all of the fun. And if you want to see more content like this, let me know in the comments below. I've been enjoying doing the first impressions. I've been having fun with it. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, whatever time you're seeing this. I will catch you in the next video because Henny may or may not drop my tripod. So take care, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.